A large number of people ask me the same question. What is that question? The question is, how can I start speaking English? Now, the answer to that question lies deep inside you. That answer lies in your fears. That answer lies in your hesitation. That answer lies in your ability to overcome that fear and start speaking English. Every time you want to speak English but you don't is the time when you should start speaking English. Now, I'll give you a simple mechanism using which you can start speaking any language, not just English. See, it's very difficult to find the confidence to go up and speak in a language you don't know very well. So you feel hesitant, you also feel what are others going to say. When you make a mistake in that language grammatically or you use a wrong word, then a lot of people might burst out laughing also. Nobody wants to be laughed at. Nobody wants that others should look at you quizzically. What did you say? Ha ha ha. So that kind of a thing, that kind of an attitude nobody wants to face. But my dear friends, look for a moment at the innumerable number of people who go from one place to another and they don't know the language, they don't know the culture, they do not know how people in that country behave, and they learn everything. Why does that happen? That happens because if you are thrown into a situation where you've come to a new place, where you've come to a new territory, where you've come to a new country where you don't know the language, etc., then you are forcing yourself to learn. Why are you forcing yourself to learn? Because there is no other option. So if you want to learn English and you live here, say in UP, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Bengal, Orissa, Rajasthan, any of our states, and you want to start speaking English, then the first thing that you will have to do is you will have to tell yourself, I don't have any other option. So the moment you say you don't have any other option and you put on yourself the condition that you're going to start speaking English, then things will start changing very, very fast. How will they change? Now, supposing you live in UP and you've gone to your village. When you go to your village, your relatives there will make good food for you. So when they make the good food and serve you the good food, you are having the good food and they ask you, Kaisa bana hai? How is it? Now you have decided that your only option is English. But if you speak English there, they may not really appreciate that much and they may feel that you are trying to act, you're trying to act up. So now what do? I've taken a vow that I'm going to speak in English only. That's my only option. So if somebody asks me, so now I'm just having that lovely, food, organic food made in the village, and it's so delicious. And then my bhabhi or whosoever there who's made it asks me, "Kaisa bana hai?" So I say, "Oh, it's delicious." My English is done. Now I can speak Hindi. Now I'll say, अति स्वादिष्ट है भाभी, आत्मिक संतोष मिल रहा है. Now in Hindi I can go on. और क्या क्या हो रहा है. But English, my vocabulary is limited. But I've kept up my promise. My first reaction has gone out in English. There only. Now you're again still in the village. and somebody asks you, कहाँ जा रहे हो? So you're just about to step out of the house. कहाँ जा रहे हो? So I can say कि रमेश के घर तक जा रहा हूँ, मिलना है. So you just say, yeah, just stepping out to meet a friend. मैं रमेश से मिल लूँ ऐसा सोच रहा हूँ. काफी दिन हो गए. यही है ना? My first reaction was in English. So if your first reaction starts happening in English, your brain will get used to thinking in English. The moment somebody says anything to you, the moment something comes towards you, the brain is already working on English, not on translation, Hindi to English, Gujarati to English, Marathi to English. You understand what I'm trying to say? So once your first reaction begins in English, you've started speaking English and you'll continue to speak English. क्या चाहिए? I want 1 kg potato. आलू तोल दो यार. कैसे? So my first reaction was in English. For everything you can have a first reaction in English. So if you say you have no other option and you start doing it, now you want water. I need some water. Beta, पानी ले आ यार एक glass. If you don't want to say it aloud, say it in your mind. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I need some water. बेटा, एक glass पानी पिला यार, बहुत प्यास लग रही है. Do this. This is your biggest trick. I play this game in class with my students. I've created this small game. It's a Hindi-English seesaw. So seesaw is what? One part goes up, the other part goes down. One part goes up, the other part goes down. So in a seesaw, two people will take part. We use a ball. You can also use a paper ball. So supposing I am there and my friend is there. So my friend will speak only English. I'll speak only Hindi. And as he throws the ball, he'll ask or say whatever he wants to say in whichever language he's speaking in and throw the ball at me. I will catch the ball and answer. So supposing my friend who's speaking only English, I am speaking only Hindi, he asks me, hey, how are you? I catch the ball, मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ. आप कैसे हैं? And I throw the ball at him. And he says, अच्छा हूँ. Then he's lost a point. Practice this. Let one person speak to you in any language, your mother tongue, and you respond only in English. Switch roles. Let the other person do this. Once your brain is conditioned to give its first response in English, English will start flowing out of you. Even if it flows out, and we are talking about spoken English, even if it flows out 3 words at a time, 5 words at a time, then it will flow out in a sentence which is 10 words also. But let it start flowing out. The moment somebody says something in English and you have to answer, you start, yes, 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 yes. Hello, how are you doing? Would you like to take a stroll? Yes, I am doing, yes, yes, yes. So listen to the person carefully. Hello, how are you doing? So that he's asking me how I am. Would you like to take a stroll? Now you don't know the meaning of stroll. You know the meaning of stole. Now stroll is nothing but a walk. So now I have a problem because the other person has said, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. That's the first thing. I'm doing fine. So if the person says, would you like to take a stroll? Now I do not know what a stroll is. So What am I going to say? Take for instance a situation where a person comes and he says, "Hello, how are you doing?" So now I'm able to understand how are you doing. It's like, how are you? Okay, so I know the answer. And he says, "Would you like to take a stroll?" So I will just quickly think and say, "I'm fine, I'm doing good. What is it? What do you want to do?" So the person will say, "Take a walk." Sure. I don't have to make sentences all the time. I have to first understand what the guy is saying. Are you famished? I beg your pardon, I don't know what famished means. That's it. My dear friend, catch the word that you did not understand and tell that person, "I don't know what famished means. Will you please explain to me what famished means?" Famished actually means dying with hunger. भूख से बेहाल हो जाना is famished. F-A-M-I-S-H-E-D. बहुत से words हैं. Who knows all the words in the world? Who knows all the words in the dictionary? You're not supposed to know everything. And if you think that you will first know everything and then you will start speaking English or Hindi or whatever, I'm sorry, it will never happen. So my dear friend, if you are waiting for the golden day when your vocabulary will be huge, when your accent will be polished, when your body language will be absolutely top class, and then you will go on stage and wow the audiences, that day will only come if you start speaking today. Otherwise, that day will only remain in your dreams. So if you really want to improve, you have to start doing these small things that I am telling you. I am telling you a very, very small thing. That the first thing that you want to say, let that be in English, let it be in your mind or voice it. Just try this for the next 3 days. I'm not even saying do it for a month and 2 months. 3 days. In 3 days, you'll start speaking. You'll get rid of that barrier. You'll get rid of that hesitation. You'll get rid of that fear. And ask if you don't understand something. Ask the other person. There's absolutely no harm in asking. You are not supposed to be a know-all. So practice this. What I've said is, no matter which language the other person is speaking, your first reaction has to be in English. If you don't want to voice it, have it here in your mind. Supposing you've gone to buy sabzi and the sabzi wala shows you some very nice carrots and he says, "Sahab, bahut badhiya carrot hai, gajar hai," whatever he says. So in your mind you should say, "Oh, I love carrot halwa." Whatever, first reaction. And you should say, "हाँ भैया, अच्छी लग रही है, हलवे के लिए कैसी रहेगी?" "बहुत बढ़िया हलवा बनेगा साहब, आप ले जाके देखिए." Okay, let's buy some. दीजिए भैया. If you start this way, now you are not translating. Let's buy some, you've said here, or you said, "I love gajar halwa." And here you are saying, गाजर अच्छी लग रही है, हलवा कैसा बनेगा? यहाँ you are asking him, "दीजिए भैया, 1 किलो तोल दीजिए." If he says, and then you ask him, and then in your mind you ask yourself, "How much?" कैसे हैं भैया, कैसे दिए? So he'll say, "साहब 20 rupees, 20 रुपए किलो." So if he speaks English, you feel so thrilled. 20 rupees, बहुत बढ़िया भैया. Start conversing with yourself. Start conversing with others. Start reacting in English. First reaction. Because first reaction is very difficult to get in a foreign language. Because if somebody stamps on my foot, I'm sitting in a movie hall, ready to watch the movie, movie titles have begun, somebody comes, stamps on my foot, I'm not going to say, "Ooh, ouch." I'm going to say, "Ottari." oh, and then I'll say something else along with that. So my first reaction is very, very important. If your first reaction starts happening in English, you're the boss. You have arrived. This is how you can start speaking English. Put this into practice. Send me feedback. Thank you.